the NFL, but the Tennessee defense fourth worst in red zone defense, so something has to give here. Second and goal.
Here's your fullback coming back into the formation.
Lindsay into the end zone. Touchdown, Denver.
35. Zips it. He's picked. He's intercepted by Lewis. And ridden down at the 26.
What a play by Lewis. And we were just talking about good Sam's play. A bad decision. High throw. Dallas is back.
Lindsay now has 10 rushing touchdowns in his last 12 games dating back to last year. And the extra point by McManus.
All right, we finally have a touchdown in that Denver and Tennessee game, 13-0 Broncos. Third and short, and David Johnson is turned away. Falcons defense starting to pick it up a little bit. One possession game there in Arizona. That is the first of the 4 games to go to the fourth quarter. One more look at it. Kyler Murray on the inside handoff, straight play, but the linebacker was there to fill up the hole, and that would be that. Okay. Couple of big picture things that we're looking at here as all 4 games are into a TV timeout. 49ers, Rams. Rams trailing most of the game. The Niners trying to get to 5-0. They haven't been 5-0 since 1990. That was a Joe Montana Super Bowl championship team. Pretty Woman was in the movie theaters back the last time that the Niners were 5-0. That year, the Niners went 10-0 before their first loss, which was a loss to the Rams.
That's got to tire that defense out. Jimmy Garoppolo in command. It'll be second down and 1. Breida. And he'll have enough for the first down. John Johnson makes the tackle, 2 yards.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and call this offense right now. The Niners were running the Anaconda offense because they are slowly but surely squeezing the life out of the Rams. Just one run at a time.
My mistake on one of the last facts I just gave. 1990 was the last time the Niners were 5-0. That was not a Joe Montana Super Bowl championship team. Joe Montana was the quarterback of the team in 1990, but their season ended in the NFC title game that year.
Well, the Rams have been on the field. The defense has for a long time. And here is the pitch to Breida going outside. And out of bounds he goes, chased by Troy Hill. So best rushing attack in the NFL, using it to their advantage right now. Early here in this fourth quarter, and trying to win their 5th game, and trying to get the points against Wade Phillips, one of the better defensive gurus that the NFL has seen. But this has been a great exhibition of ball control. Breida goes out, replaced by Coleman.
And look at this time is running against you right now. Kyle Shanahan, they're not in the huddle. There's 10 seconds left on the clock before they break the huddle. They're going to get this right down to about 2 before they snap it.
From the 24, Garoppolo, and it's caught by George Kittle. And Kittle very close to the first down. We'll see where they spot it. The 49ers have done a great job of holding on to the passes from Garoppolo today.
George Kittle right here, and he's just running over the ball. I mean, that's day one installation stuff right there. Get over the ball, let the quarterback see you, get big, give him a target.
Short by a yard, third down coming up. Look at the Rams, minus 12. 49ers 115. Yardage here in the second half. Third down and 1, and here's Tevin Coleman, and he's going to lose a yard. Eric Weddle forcing the play from his free safety position.
Big development in the Titans-Broncos game. Ryan Tannehill is in at quarterback for Tennessee. There you see number 17 handing off to Derrick Henry. Marcus Mariota has had a couple of picks in this game today, and
His game was
apparently it's a coach's decision. We do not think it's an injury that we have seen on the field. Ryan Tannehill in for Marcus Mariota.
Terrific stop there on Derrick Henry.
Loss of 1, 2nd and 11. Tannehill in the shotgun. Throwing right, first pass as a Titan is caught by Corey Davis.
And Gold's kick is good.
First catch today for Corey Davis. Tannehill, first 7 years with the Miami Dolphins. Missed all of 2017 with an ACL injury.
Tannehill can run. He has the same skill set as Marcus Mariota. So if you're pass rushing, you got to make sure you stay in your lanes and squeeze the pocket.
And Denver has called timeout with 3:33 to go in the third quarter.
Timeout in Denver. How about this play that just happened in the Falcons game? Matt Ryan looking outside deep and good route, good catch, feet down. Calvin Ridley, 23-yard pickup right there. Matt Ryan, 245 yards passing and 2 touchdowns. Let's pick up this Falcons drive. They're on the move.
Vegas is going to go against Arizona in the secondary. That's a 30-yard gain if the call stands, and it is going to stand. This misdirection stuff has really fooled Arizona.
Prior to the pass, holding. Number 33, defense. A penalties declined. Result of the play, first down.
So that looked familiar?
Oh, it sure did.
You know why? Because Max Williams had a touchdown.
That's right.
So it's a copycat league, and I promise you that the Cardinals aren't the only ones that have that in. A lot of that was set up through the play action. All the linebackers got sucked in. And we had coverage on Hooper, lost him with all that mess inside.
Hooper 7 catches up over 100 yards, 111 for Hooper, and he's not finished. You know that. Ryan rolling in trouble and just throws it away. Under pressure.
Okay, so Ryan Tannehill facing a 3rd and 6, and Tannehill looks to the rookie, A.J. Brown. Shakes a defender, spins away from another would-be tackler. And the flag icon comes in, and guess what? Wave it off. Wow, they called offensive pass interference on the play. So that was going to be the furthest that the Titans had traveled into Broncos territory, but it gets waved off via penalty.
Great protection again. And a poor throw by Ryan, and a flag comes in after the ball was released. And then sometimes that's a hands to the face or a hit on the quarterback.
Illegal use of hands to the face. Number 95, defense. 5-yard penalty, automatic. First down.
That's Rodney Gunter. That would have been 3rd and 10.
Now this is something where you have to have the discipline to understand, to get your hands off it. Even if you get an initial blow, watch right there. Now he's going to push it up. See the helmet almost coming off.
Well,
Schweitzer.
Very lucky.
Yeah.
Automatic first down makes it 1st and goal from the 9. Out of the I formation, they give it to Ito Smith. And he slips his way close to the 5-yard line. It brings up 2nd down and goal. Atlanta trying to tie the game.
Real quick before the next Falcons play, this was the final play of the 3rd quarter in the Cowboys-Jets game. Tony Pollard, 2nd and 2, and picks up plenty. That's a 10-yard gain just outside the red zone, but end of the quarter for the Cowboys.
They go to Hooper and another touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 8th catch of the game. 117 yards, and they are a point after away from here in the second half, erasing a 17-point deficit.
Can't get sucked up into the play action, and it's the bugaboo of the Cardinals defense, right? Another opposing tight end hitting them. Hassan Reddick is late in recognizing the crossing route in a zone as he puts his head down as Hooper catches it. He knows that's his guy, and you got to run with him when he crosses your face.
Good snap, good hold, good kick, and here we go, boys and girls. 10:50 left in Phoenix.
They were down 27-10, and the Falcons have stormed back to tie it in the fourth quarter.
And here's Henderson. And he should have it up for the first down. Time for a game break. Let's check in with Curt Menefee.
Well, the Falcons have done the comeback thing against Arizona. Once down 27-10, they rolled off 17 unanswered. The 6-yard touchdown pass to Austin Hooper, who, by the way, has 118 yards already, ties it up 27-all with 10:50 left in the fourth quarter. Dick and Mark.
All right, Curt. First down for L.A. at the 35. Going underneath to Henderson. Good move by the rookie. Picks up about 8 yards before Quan Alexander gets to him.
I think the Niners are just content. They'll let you do this all day long. They'll play soft underneath. They'll drop back, get depth, rally up, make tackles. Feels like there needs to be a little bit more urgency here from the Rams offense.
Looks like they're getting the plays underway a lot quicker and nowhere to go. Smart play by Goff to throw it away and not risk a Warner interception on the pass intended for.
There's no pass interference on the play. The pass was behind the line of scrimmage. Third down.
And that's a smart play by Warner right there. I mean, you know.
3rd and 1 upcoming. Now we're starting the fourth quarter in the Cowboys-Jets game. Dallas needs a fourth quarter comeback.
With a Prescott throw to the end zone and out of reach
for Witten.
It's interesting talking to Jason coming back after a year
to this defense.
3rd down and 1. Rams have yet to convert a 3rd down conversion today. Goff gets away, throws incomplete, intended for Robert Woods. And 4th down coming up, 4th and 1.
And Zeke. A yard, maybe 2. Hewitt, the first to make contact with him. You got the Cowboys at 3-2. They open up with 3 wins against teams that are struggling this year. The Giants, Washington, and Miami, and then they lose to New Orleans and Green Bay.
Rams 4th and 1, offense on the field.
Formation. And here's Henderson. Henderson close.
I think it's 4th down territory possibly for the Cowboys. Get the ball out of your hand.
There's Prescott. In zone bound and only a jet back in the area.
No measurement needed. The 49ers, who had the great goal line stand earlier, have stopped the Rams again on 4th and 1 and have great field position as they take over here on the LA 45.
Look at the penetration. Look at the toughness. Hitting the back in the backfield.
Field. When you have a safety over the top, you keep going straight. He throws it a fade. But now you got to kick the field goal because you didn't get any yards on that.
Brett Maher, originally signed with the Jets as a rookie, free agent back in 2013, but was released. Spent 3 years in Canada. Now the Cowboys kicker for the 2nd year. For his 4th field goal of the game. This one from 40. No good.
Well, I tell you, a big miss late in the game last week. I know it's a 62-yarder, but that was big.
This is what
the Jets are feeling it at home. We will check back in on that game. Now to the tie game in Arizona.
Murray has not been sacked in the game yet. The Falcons as a team have 5 of them for the entire year, tied for the fewest in the NFL. Now Murray going to run it. And what a play. Isaiah Oliver taking him down.
Well, 2 things make this play. First of all, I like the play call because it's man coverage, but Isaiah Oliver will defeat his man in one-on-one. Watch him take out Bird, defeat him with a stiff arm, and make a great open field tackle on the elusive Kyler Murray.
This becomes a huge 3rd down as we're down to 9:40 to go.
Got a stacked bunch up here, which makes it difficult. This was a formation that hurt the Falcons last week against the Texans.
Throw and a drop. First time they have thrown it the entire day to Pharoh Cooper. Outside of a short 2-yard completion early in the game, and it is 3 and out for Arizona, a third straight series defeat.
They had the perfect play call and good recognition of the zone pressure. Deion Jones came on a late blitz. That's the weakness of that defense. Missed opportunity.
11 plays.
So the Atlanta Falcons forcing another Arizona Cardinal punt. They were down 27-10. You're going to get a false start. It's going to be 5 yards farther back for the punt. But they were down 27-10 early in the third quarter. 27-10. The folks at Edge Sports, who calculate win probability for us, told us that the Falcons' win probability back at that point, early third quarter, was 7.5%. And right now we've got a tie game, still more than midway through the fourth quarter, and Atlanta's getting the football back.
In Denver's territory. Tannehill chased down and sacked. It's DeMarcus Walker with his second sack of the season.
When we're at practice and I see number 57, I think linebacker, DeMarcus Walker, a defensive end, but he has that linebacker burst, the ability to get away from the blocker and then finish the play off at the end.
Titans continue to have protection issues. They came in allowing the second most sacks in the NFL, and they've given up 4 today to this Denver defense.
Delaney Walker right there at the bottom.
Flag from the secondary, and this was before the snap.
Delay of game, offense, 5-yard penalty, still second down.
Mike Vrabel's had that look a lot of this afternoon. This offense has not been able to find any rhythm. 2nd and 24.
Trying to get a one-on-one matchup for A.J. Brown down there at the bottom.
Tannehill pump fakes and now throws sideline. Caught by Humphries. Nice adjustment. And out of bounds. Brings up 3rd and long. It was Von Miller applying the pressure on Tannehill. Those two were former teammates at Texas A&M.
A couple things here, Andrew. On this 3rd down, if you're Tennessee, you've got to be thinking, okay, what's my line that I need to gain to get a field goal attempt? And if you want to get 15 yards here, you've got to hold the ball a little longer. If you want to get 10 yards, maybe get the ball out of your hand a little more quickly and stay away from Von Miller.
Flag is down. Tannehill just going to take a shot deep for Jennings, incomplete. And now let's see what the penalty is.
The fumble.
All right, penalty flag coming up, but we have a sudden change in the Rams-Niners game we've got to get to. You see the defense celebrating. Look at the slow-motion replay and watch.
Coming around the corner right there, dips, and no, it is Brock, or no, it was Aaron Donald on the inside. Everybody's swatting at that ball, and then it just gets to be like schoolyard football right here with the lateral. Here it is. Fowler gets by, but there is Aaron Donald tipping that ball. Brockers wrapping up the quarterback, and Littleton getting into the razzle-dazzle. Watch this lateral. Beautiful play.
Great alert play by Corey Littleton, who had a pick 6 against the 49ers last year. Second turnover by San Francisco, and the Rams have the ball on the 17 of the 49ers.
And now it's up to the Niners, and Robert Saleh, defensive coordinator, said, hey, when we have sudden change, that's an opportunity for us as a defense to be showcased. That's what they want to do right now. Come out and showcase that sudden change doesn't matter to them. We'll hold you guys to a field goal. Are they up to the challenge?
And are the 49ers up to the challenge? As you mentioned, are the Rams up to the challenge to take advantage of this break here?
Previous play is under review.
So the Rams are not done yet. The Jets trying to work some first downs, work the clock, and get a victory that would, well, be their first of the year and their most satisfying in some time, and a win which would send a lot of NFL prognosticators into full code red mode on the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, that's for multiple reasons, though. One, this quarterback gets through progressions fast. He knows football, so he sees it quicker, and that helps you. He's not holding the ball. When you're getting broken down by protection, all of a sudden, you know your hot throw, you get rid of it. You don't just take the sack because you didn't know you were hot on that play.
72 you saw is in. Brandon Shell. As Beecham is out, the team captain. And Donald from behind able to hold on to it as Quinn gets a second sack. We were just talking about how they hadn't allowed one since one of the first plays of the game, which was...
Cowboys defense getting just what they needed right there. How about the Arizona defense? Can they slow down Matt Ryan and the guys? Yep, they do just that. Not only sack him, but strip the ball loose. Atlanta jumps on it, but still it will lead to a punt back to the Cardinals. Halfway through the fourth quarter in Glendale, it's a tie game at 27.
How does the guy come free? Because you know who everyone's supposed to block on each play. And Quinn gets around the edge after a big sack. And now Dallas has an opportunity to get this back quickly.
Jets have not converted on a third and 10 or longer all season. It's 3rd and 13. And that one falls incomplete, short of Anderson.
And this is why coaches, sometimes they talk about we need to communicate better. Well, that's what they're talking about. You just saw on the second down play, you know, when Shell gave up the sack to Quinn, it's strictly communication. Him and the guard. You have him, I have him. It's just the call. It's just communication. He blitzes at the last second. That helps everybody communicate. You saw it right there. It didn't help me.
The Jets did not run the football once on that drive. There's the punt with coverage down there. And it is down by Millette at the 16. Prescott coming out with a deficit of 21-9.
Dak Prescott jogging back onto the field, but they will take a commercial break. We have all 4 games coming down to the wire now. Everything into the fourth quarter. Tie game in Arizona. 2-touchdown lead for the Broncos over the Tennessee Titans. There'll be plenty of discussion after this game, win or lose for Tennessee, about the quarterback position and this 13-point lead here for San Francisco.
40 seconds.
The thing we were looking at is to whether that was a forward pass and not a lateral as far as where he touched it. Mike Pereira, then they said he stepped out of bounds. How did you see this?
Well, he did step out of bounds. That is a fact. But then the question that comes into play is whether or not it was an illegal forward pass. He actually let the ball, threw it backwards, but he lets it go at the 49, and then it gets touched there at the 48. So it's all momentum, and it's from where you release the pass to where it's first touched. So really, you have, to me, an illegal forward pass, which would create a 5-yard penalty in this situation for an illegal forward pass. But either they didn't see that or they chose that there wasn't enough to change that.
Thank you, Mike. 22-yard play, and here is Brandon Cooks. Wide receiver run, and Cooks near the first down marker at the 26-yard line. Eric Armstead chased him down, gain of 9. A lot of time left here in the fourth quarter. 49ers have scored 20 unanswered points, and their defense is dominated, and the Rams trying to fight back here. Goff taking a lot of time, and his pass as a flag goes down to Malcolm Brown is incomplete.
Holding. Offense number 55. 10-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
Ryan Allen, the center, holding on the play.
Well, he uses what they call a snatch down technique, and he's livid because when you get a bull rush, you can take that player's momentum against him and just snap him down to the ground, and that's exactly what he does. And that's 9 times out of 10, that's never called holding. It just isn't called, but he uses it, executes a perfect technique, and they see that as a snatch down. They call that the holding call, which I disagree with. It's something that just about everybody does. And I mean, you watch Brian Allen, he's yelling at the officials still.
Richard Sherman back in the game at cornerback for the 49ers on 2nd down and 11. Goff is 9 for 14. And pass caught, 10th completion of the game. Brandon Cooks for 8.
All right, so the Arizona Cardinals now getting over midfield. Remember, a field goal takes the lead here, and Kyler Murray goes to Max Williams. It's an 8-yard catch and a first down Cardinals.
Here is Goff, and this pass is intended for Everett, and it was Jimmy Ward fighting the ball away from Everett, and it's 4th down and 2. And the 49ers will have to defend another 4th down play. They've been great in these situations.
And they certainly have. And Warner, look at Jimmy Ward right here. Tight coverage, gets his hands in there. I mean, they are not conceding an inch. This 49ers defense has been outstanding. And what did Robert Saleh tell us? Sudden change, showcase your talent. Well, here's the opportunity to showcase your talent as a defense.
Rams have not converted on 3rd or 4th down today. They need 2 yards, and Goff's pass, and it's knocked away, incomplete, intended for Cooper Kupp, and it was Jimmy Ward again on back-to-back plays, and the 49ers will take over on downs. They just have not
Huge play for the Niners. Look at Niners fans will tell you this is going to be one of their biggest regular season wins in a while. Still half of the 4th quarter there to play in Los Angeles. Under 6 minutes remain here in Glendale.
And that clock continuing to wind. 4, now 5:45 to go.
Look at Kyler Murray's here, making sure he's got the right read on the defensive side.
Gonna fake it to Johnson, and Claiborne giving chase, and wisely the rookie Murray just throws it away. It brings up 3rd.
Coming back for 3rd and 5 in Arizona after we show you 3rd and 3 for Dallas. That's a good one there. By the way, you saw our injury graphic. Amari Cooper is out of this game for the Dallas Cowboys. Amari Cooper, a quad injury. He will not return.
With just a 3-point lead.
Exactly, and we'll see here. You got man coverage, so this is good on good. This is what Cliff Kingsbury talks about all the time. And here's David Johnson working on linebacker out in space.
All right, here's 3rd down, and the jump ball to the end zone, and it is a touchdown for David Johnson, and a penalty flag is down.
Pass interference. Number 36, defense. That penalty's declined.
That went against Ismail in coverage. Getting locked up a safety on Johnson.
Yeah, well, we circled him before the play because this is an automatic read with David Johnson. Anytime there's a linebacker, Kyler Murray's going to go to David Johnson and trust that he'll make the adjustment. Great hands by David Johnson. Beautiful throw. Well done.
And that was Campbell back there, and
it's a good coverage. I mean, a great throw beats good coverage. And that was a great throw that beat the good coverage.
Well, Kyler Murray is having his best game in his rookie season. 340 yards passing, 3 touchdowns for Kyler, no interceptions, a passer rating over 120, and the go-ahead touchdown in the 4th quarter. Cowboys need a couple of touchdowns here. Let's watch in as the extra point is good. 7-point lead for Arizona at home.
Battles for 11. We move inside of 8 minutes to go. I know the Jets faithful were saying week 1, 16-0 lead in the second half over Buffalo, only to lose 17-16. Had an 18-point lead in this game late in the 2nd quarter. And now the Cowboys are driving, trying to make it a 1-score game. As Elliott takes it inside the 10.
Those are 2 Hard pop there on Ezekiel Elliott. Rewind it, though, to show you Jason Witten with another catch from Dak Prescott. Move the sticks on 3rd and 9. Witten, look at he's Witten. He looks like he hasn't missed a beat so far this season. Hands have been reliable. I know he had the fumble in the Superdome against the Saints, but Witten has been a contributor in that offense. He's got 5 catches today for 57 yards. Dallas in the red zone. Tennessee in the red zone. First trip inside the 20 for the Titans today.
That'll take it down.
The Titans are using some tempo here on offense. Henry. And that's Mike Purcell. That is the 9th play today.
100%. This is why that last field goal was so big, because, you know, the game almost comes down to these next 2 plays in a lot of ways. This is where having Zeke Elliott lining up in a formation where they have to give you the right numbers in the box. Dak gets in there, he can keep it.
They give it to Zeke. Zeke off tackle and dives in for the Dallas touchdown.
And there's Jerry Jones.
Henry, see what he can pick up. He can pick up 3 yards for you.
Play fake. Tannehill throwing, broken up. Intended for A.J. Brown. It was Chris Harris on the coverage.
And do a great job of giving a hole. And then Zeke, when he gets that space, I mean, look at the finish. 2-3 yards after contact, down in the red zone.
Okay, it's a football. It's an arm in on it. A little bit of contact at the top of the route, but not enough for pass interference in either direction.
This season, Tennessee is 0 for 3 on 4th downs.
Delaney Walker on the rookie, on the first-year linebacker.
Tannehill pressure coming. He eludes it. On the move. Tannehill is sacked. DeMarcus Walker has been everywhere today for this Denver defense.
They are rocking and rolling at Empower Field at Mile High. Home team there still pitching the shutout. The home team here took a lead with a touchdown on their last drive, but Matt Ryan is over 300 yards yet again. He's been over 300 every game this season so far. He needs to get a touchdown drive here.
And it opens up the playbook for the man sitting to the right of me, and Dirk Cutter.
Freeman, first down and more inside the 25. Boy, there's an extra. That almost looked like Reddick got away with a punch to the head.
Yeah, he's doing battle with Matt Smith, the lead blocker right there. Good job of a little power football running. See big Jamon Brown pulling around. Nice job of the Atlanta Falcons finishing blocks up front.
Yeah, you mentioned Reddick. Boy, he got run over by Keith Smith.
It's tough. It's tough.
Well, I mean,
it's a humbling game. I've been run over by a lot of fullbacks.
In the hands of Sanu, trying to beat Murphy, and able to lunge forward close to another first down. He needed to get to the 14. He's a yard short. What a drive engineered so quickly here by Ryan.
How much would you like to have Patrick Peterson in right now?
Oh, boy.
Right.
They get him back next week.
Yeah, they get him back next week. You don't get him today, but a lot of youth in that secondary. Murphy, a rookie. The Thompson twins, a rookie. They're going after that. Somebody needs to step up, bring pressure.
Second down and a yard. And this time, Ito Smith for a first down to the 12-yard line. 2:20 to go. Will that be the final play before the 2-minute warning, or will the Falcons, they look like they're getting right up to the line of scrimmage here.
Yeah, I think Matt Ryan wants to get another play off as substitutions come in.
Well, now that looks like they're not going to do it. Nope, he's going to head back to the sideline. 2 minutes to go. And Dane.
We got drama developing all across the late window right now. 2-minute warning in Arizona. That's the first of the 4 games to go to the 2-minute warning. 5.5 remains here. The Rams need a couple of touchdowns, but Jared Goff only has 52 yards passing when they took over this possession right here. 7 points on the board for the Rams, which they scored early in the first quarter, and the Niners have shut them out since.
Third down and 19. Jared Goff is going to be sacked inside the 15. Eric Armstead. And that will be the 4th time that the 49er defense has gotten to Goff today.
This once prolific offense just struggling. Changes up front with the offensive line. And obviously, you can go back all the way to the Super Bowl where the New England Patriots held this offense to 3 points, and the Rams just absolutely dominated the line of scrimmage right now on the defensive side. And Robert Saleh continues to celebrate the effort of his guys.
Loss of 8 yards.
What? Okay, punt is away in Los Angeles. Sam Darnold just hit a big pass. The stress is now a little bit towards the Jets side of things, more than halfway through the 4th quarter.
And Crowder right in the middle. Darnold looks off left, looks right, and then throws it right over the top. And it's hard to find the guys in the middle. He's looking left, looking right. And a perfect throw over the top.
Crowder 6 catches, 99 yards. Darnold over 300 for the game. 3rd career 300-yard game. As Bell, Jets finally rush 1, and Bell takes it for about 3. 12 carries, 44 yards for Bell to this point. Gase talking to us about Bell's infectious personality and how he motivates him as a play caller.
Well, he motivates everyone because even though they were 0-4, he still has this great energy about him. And that's hard to do, especially from a veteran's perspective. They love having him around. And you see Dallas running the football, controlling the clock. The Jets one bad play, and that's hurt them this half.
2nd and 7. Pass is there, and it's caught. Anderson shoved out by Lewis, but the Jets suddenly are getting their offense rekindled here.
5 minutes remain at MetLife Stadium. 2 minutes left in Glendale, Arizona. Matt Ryan needs a touchdown to tie it up.
First down at the 14, and basically a screen for all intents and purposes, and into the end zone goes Devontae Freeman. When they have needed a money play, Chris Spielman, you thought they ought to go to Freeman, and twice they have. And again, a point after from tying this game up with 1:53 to play.
Including the 92-yarder in the 2nd quarter. Inside 5 minutes to go. Bell pivots, pirouettes, and goes down to about the 23. 3 more yards for Le'Veon Bell.
Just guessing here, that was Jordan Hicks' job. He's running through that gap. He's got to pick up the running back and take him into the quarterback instead of letting him run free.
All right, good snap, good hold, and it is no good. Can you believe it? His first miss of this entire season by Matt Bryant.
On 2nd and 7. Bell for a pickup of about 3. Bell, when we met with him Friday, Tony, said we do have our spirit back, just knowing we've got Sam back on the field on Sunday. And this is a game when we can show people that we can actually play and we can do things.
Well, this is the play right here to show them, because this is the game. And you're right. The energy he brought, Bell said it, he brings hope. And they haven't had hope in a long time. And they have hope right now on this 3rd and 4. As a Cowboy fan now, you need to stand up. This is a monster play to determine the outcome.
Out of the gun, Darnold looks left, throws left, and it's knocked away. He was open for a moment. Crowder and Lewis helped break it up.
And Sam's going to want this one back, because I think he left that ball inside, and he did. And I don't think it was tipped. And
outside,
they're going to try and come up with a quick stop here and try to get it back. And look, they're still only a field goal away, so if they can find a way to get a 3 and out here, they'll give them a chance and have a little bit of time to get in field goal range. Early detection and healthy habits are the best.
And his kick is good.
Tips to reduce your risk of multiple types of cancer. So we invite you to join the NFL and your favorite players and make a crucial catch by taking the defender today. Visit ML.com/crucial catch to learn more. 1 first down and you put this thing to bed, unless it's on the very first play. But you're going to get a play, a timeout, a play, a timeout, a play. The clock will run. There's the play. And now a timeout. You'll get another play and another timeout.
All right, so the Falcons use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. Denver trying to work some clock and stay home with the victory. Oh, Philip Lindsay bounces off a tackle in the backfield and springs it outside for a 30-yard pickup. 15 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown for Philip Lindsay. 13-0 Denver.
Everybody's out there fighting and clawing all game long, and you have that one job. And you know, Matt certainly understands that, and Matt's a guy that will take responsibility for that, but the game is not over. You've got to believe that your guys are going to get another chance. Now, you got to be a little more solid against the run than we are on that play, but that's what he's hoping for, one more opportunity to try to help his team get the win.
He's down there all alone. Right around the 30-yard line is Bryant. It was a 5-yard gain by Johnson on first down. And they have Johnson behind Murray under center. They'll give it to him again. And now another timeout. So you have 1:45. You run a play here now, Chris. I mean, if you're Cliff Kingsbury, you get the first down.
So Denver, after their drive ended with a 4th and 15, Brandon McManus, 48-yarder, sure, in the altitude. 16-0. It's almost over, it would appear, for the Denver Broncos, but we'll see what they can do when Ryan Tannehill and the Titans offense comes back on the field. That one has the most time remaining, 4 minutes, 53 seconds in Denver. This one has the least amount of time in the late window, $1:45, and the Falcons cannot stop it anymore. First down wins the game here.
He likes to play the analytics. But Larry Fitzgerald came into the ball game, and he's working up top against the corner that struggled in Isaiah Oliver. Now, Isaiah's played nice today. Let's see.
Well, they're going to have him run it or throw it. He's going to run it. And let's see where they spot it. I think he got the first down. Well, you made again, Chris Spielman, you made so many of them here today. I mean, you're spot on in what Cliff Kingsbury and company have been thinking about. And so they go the run-pass option. Yeah. Murray saw enough to get the first down, and that pretty much ties a ribbon around this one outside of a fumble.
They're going to review the spot.
Yep. Make sure. This is very close. You know, the question is, where is the ball along with all this, too? Did he reach it out? He did not. I tell you, I'm not so sure about this.
Boy, I think there was a couple paths where Kyler Murray could have made sure he got the first down. As it is, they're going to mark it very close. Dak from behind. The door slams shut on that one. We are at the 2-minute warning. Dallas needs a touchdown and a 2-point conversion just to try and get it to overtime. The Jets, with their first sack of the day, comes at a perfect time. Dallas will have a 3rd and 17 on the other side of the 2-minute warning timeout.
And it's where the ball crosses the sideline. The problem is your perspective is so tough on these, and you see Carl Shepard's kind of shaking his head there because it's so hard to tell. So really, where is
crucial replay review? If it's called first down Cardinals, Arizona wins the game. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, the Rams down by 2 touchdowns, working it towards midfield. Los Angeles only has 1 timeout and the 2-minute warning remaining.
That doesn't feel like it's close right now.
Cup for 6. After that opening drive, the 49ers have thoroughly outplayed the Rams.
Wow.
First down.
Boy, the Falcons have had some tough breaks today in the replay booth. I'll tell you that.
Mike, that ball isn't marked until his left foot comes out of bounds and hits ground, correct?
Well, no, it's where the ball crosses the sideline, period, regardless.
Okay.
Since he ended up out of bounds.
Yeah.
It's where that ball crosses. And
just not
like
enough to overturn it.
4th and 6, and the Rams mark 0 for 3. Fourth down.
They brought pressure on 3rd down, played man behind it. See if they bring pressure again here on 4th down. Looks like they're going to play off.
And Goff's pass overthrows Everett. And the 49ers take over on downs. And if this were a boxing match, they might have stopped this one by now.
Yeah, wide open play down the sideline to get him on the double move, and Richard Sherman just doesn't think there's going to be time. And, I mean, an errant throw. Look at how wide open Everett is down the sideline off the double move right there. And, I mean, when it's going bad, Dick, it's going exceptionally bad.
0 for 9 are the Rams on 3rd and 4th down plays today. 2:19 remaining. And even though they do have a revamped offensive line, a lot of young players, this Ram team is a lot better than they look today.
Yeah, I mean, there's like, I understand that this is a bad matchup. You got out physical at the line of scrimmage, but this is still a good Rams football team.
First down at the 46. And Raheem Mostert. And that should take us to our 2-minute warning.
And let me say this, you know, I talk about the physical nature of this, but you look at Coleman is averaging 2.5 yards a carry. Breida is 2.8 yards a carry. I mean, they're not, it's not like they're
I mean, it seemed
2-minute warning at the Los Angeles Coliseum. The Niners consulted away with 1 first down. Probably they're in great shape anyway. Meanwhile here, Dak Prescott needs a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Steps back. Gets it to Elliott. Another flag down in the secondary. That play goes for 12.
Yeah, most of the time that means there's a hold, some sort of pass interference. I thought I saw someone like Poole, I think, on the slot. You know, he knocked down Austin or knocked him off his route.
Illegal contact. Defense number 34.
That is Poole.
Penalty is declined. The result of the play is a first down.
They take the 12-yard pass play to Zeke.
Well, 3 timeouts, a minute 46, you can do anything. Now you can run the ball. You can do anything you want.
Prescott has hit his last 6 passes.
Dak's pointing on who the line's blocking. 46. Block the 4 guys down and him. He's the 5th.
Hewitt's the one he's talking about as he throws it over the top. And, oh, it's almost caught, but a flag thrown in, and Elliott knows he's going to get the interference call. That's going to be 3 straight plays where they had a flag on the Jets defense.
Well, it's one-on-one. Cashman's guarding Zeke, and you're throwing him an inside fade route. The trust in your running back. Is it a penalty?
Pass interference. Defense number 53. Ball's placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic. First down.
So the last 3 plays, there's been 2 pass interference calls and a hands to the face. This is a 24-yard penalty.
Well, I mean, he's there early, yes. It doesn't look extreme. You know, he's not exactly making it way more difficult for him, but it definitely is there early.
Here's the throw by Prescott, and it's caught at the 8 by Witten.
Another flag in the backfield.
Holding. Offense. Number 52. 10-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
Called on the left tackle, Connor Williams.
Well, that's a big hold, obviously. I mean, you just went from the 5 basically to the 22.
And it'll make it 1st and 20. Got to get down to the 2 for a first. He got 1:34 to go. Take the wide receiver screen, go left now. The running back screen to Elliott. Another flag down. Jets say they think it's against Dallas again.
Well, it's a screen pass, which actually is a pretty good call versus this coverage. But usually what happens is...
Okay, slew of penalties in the Cowboys-Jets game. And a little bit of drama developing. Another penalty against the Cowboys there. A little bit of drama developing here. It's a 16-0 Denver lead. Tennessee needs 2 touchdowns, 2 two-point conversions, and an onside kick, right? Seems impossible. However, they worked it into the red zone. They've suffered a sack, though, on consecutive plays. It'll be 3rd and 24 from the 25-yard line. So, Mike Vrabel's guys got to get it into the end zone or to the 1-yard line in the next 2 downs here.
Get the 7 to 10 on first. Right here, the problem is you think you got to get a whole lot of yards and everything. It's just, hey, they're going to be soft on the secondary. They're going to get back. You're going to have your back right over the ball if you want them, and just give it to them and move on.
Here's Prescott. His pass batted away, and another flag. My goodness.
Plus 3 and drop everyone back inside the 10-yard line. Here's a penalty marker.
Ball start. Offense number 77. 5-yard penalty. It remains 3rd down. Number 33. Ball's placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic.
Wow, that's a 1st down for the Cowboys after the Jets pass interference call. Meanwhile, the Niners put the finishing touches on their 5-0 start to the season. They get the 1st down. It's victory formation. Rams cannot stop the clock. San Francisco 20-17. The Niners are 5-0 and solidly in 1st place in the NFC West.
Freedom in the pocket and now running with it.
Leaping. And Walker down to the 12-yard line. A gain of 18. They got to go for it here on 4th down.
All they can do is tie this game. I want time. And look at the knee to the helmet.
Yeah, no kidding. Kicks right in the face. Roberts.
Dallas doing it perfectly, not using a timeout.
2nd and 1, and Prescott's pass almost intercepted by May, who jumped in front of Austin.
Very risky throw right there. Got away with one. As you see Austin go up and sit. Boy, May had a chance to end the game right there.
That would have done it. Now instead it's 3rd and 2, we'll call it, from the Jets 8 with 54 seconds to go.
With three timeouts, you can run this football. I actually think Dallas might run this ball.
Spread them out now.
They're going to throw it.
Here's Prescott looking up top with time to throw it. It's got the 1st.
Keeping it alive. Now throws. Picked off. Kareem Jackson. Jackson is on the return and down at the 26-yard line, and that will do it.
That's exactly what you should do there.
Timeout called by the Cowboys, by the way. Just a reminder, tonight on CBS begins with 60 Minutes and the question of whether psychedelic drugs can help depression, anxiety, and addiction, followed by all new episodes of God Friended Me, NCIS Los Angeles, and Madam Secretary tonight. Only CBS. Cowboys need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion with 47 seconds to go.
The funny part is that you're right in that area of a 2-point conversion, so you're going to run your plays that are almost your best 2-point conversion plays. So they're going to have to dig deep to find a couple of them.
He keeps it, quarterback draw, and Prescott's in for the touchdown. He just tied Roger Staubach with the most rush touchdowns ever by a Cowboy quarterback. But more importantly, he's got the Cowboys a 2-point conversion away from tying the game.
And that's an outstanding play call. I actually think it's their 2-point play call. And now you just see Dak use his legs, strength, and you see they got numbers in the box. Zeke with a good block. And a finish by Dak to get him within 2.
One play. The first 2-point attempt of the season by Dallas. What will it be?
Well, you're not going to allow him to run the football. You're going to stack the box right here, and you're going to make them throw the ball outside. You're going to have to throw the ball outside. The numbers are so.
There he goes. Pass thrown. There was contact with the quarterback, and it's incomplete. They got pressure on Prescott. It was Adams who came blitzing in and knocked him down as he was throwing it.
When the game is on the line, Greg Williams is going to come after you with everything. free. And that's why this call,
Jamal Adams, he's had some game.
It's not a penalty inside the red zone. You're 3 yards. They let you. It's just a post-up Witten's route. This is where you want to give him the ability to run an option route there. He has a sit route right over the ball. And Greg Williams with the all-out pressure with the game on the line. And no one had a moving route there. Dak has to throw that ball outside on a fade. And just a tough. Great comeback by Dallas, but wow.
It's not over. I mean, you still got the onside kick, even though the onside kick, as we once knew it, is truly on the brink of extinction, the way it's been almost impossible to recover.
Has anyone
since they changed the rule, there have been only 4 successful onside kicks in 67 attempts coming into the day. That's 6%. You have to have 5 on each side, and here you go. Cowboys have to recover. As the ball is on the ground, and it is scooped up and into the hands of Demaryius Thomas. That was close.
You talked about that.
Extinction?
Extinction, and I was like, did you just come back with it?
Yeah, that would have been the all-time.
That would have got you back. I tell you, they had that. The Cowboys had that.
They did.
It was right there for the taking. Bounces off the chest like you want. If you're the Cowboy fan, and the Jets, I think they're going to survive if they did really come up with this.
But how about Thomas? And watch him at this point lose it and then sweep it back in under his body to secure it with 41 seconds to go. We were talking between us before the game about how the onside kick is not anywhere close to what it used to be, and how maybe the competition committee might want to look at some alternatives.
They should
at some point, like the old, give them a one play, like a what would you call it, like a onside pass. You got to pick up 15 yards from your own 35 or something, because you're just not seeing those recoveries that were close to what you used to.
No, that was the closest one I've seen.
It was.
And I tell you right there, the Cowboys, like we said, I mean, really just these starts in these games are putting them in a position where they have to do everything perfect to come back in late in these games. And give the Jets credit. They really handled the adversity well in this football game.
It's going to be a tough week around Dallas. 3 straight losses.
Yep.
Still tied for the division lead. You got Philadelphia coming in, but you lose to a team that hadn't won a game.
Yeah, this was a scary opponent to me, because you think you're going to come in and run over them, but they're much better than you think. The scheme makes it difficult for you. And then on top of it, Adam Gase gets Sam Darnold back, and they come out with some explosive plays finally. It was tough, but you're tied for the division. You're 3-3. Yes, the sky's falling. Everything's going on. You can't win. They just have to get off to a little bit better starts and find their identity a little bit. They started to in that second half.
Adam Gase is going to have his first win as a New York Jet head coach. Sam Darnold, what a return. Young kid had to come in here and change the culture, change the spirit. He did that, and he did that early in this game.
That he did. Adam Gase, a couple aggressive calls given him, and Darnold really only one mistake in this football game. An outstanding game played by Sam, and an outstanding, really first win for Adam Gase.
And how about the Jets? They lost Tony 7 straight at home going back to last October.
Wow, that is the final of the late window games, and what a satisfying victory for the New York Jets. And for the Dallas Cowboys, a 3-game losing streak. The Dallas Cowboys were formed in 1960. In their franchise history, they have now only lost 5 times to a team with a record of 0-4 or worse. This was the 5th time in franchise history that the Cowboys have suffered that type of a loss. Okay, we got a lot to wrap up here at the end of the day. The touchdown montage is coming up in just a little bit, but I'm going to take you back to the early window right now. There was that Chiefs and Texans game. The Texans get pinned inside of the 10-yard line by a punt of the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Texans go on what we call the drive of the day, presented by Mercedes-Benz. They go 93 yards in 12 plays, take 8 minutes and 32 seconds off the clock. They're now into the red zone here. Deshaun Watson scrambling, looking late, hitting his man, Darren Fells. Almost gets into the end zone, but tackled at the 1-yard line. So what do they call when they get down inside the 5 on a 1st and goal? trying to score the go-ahead points here. And Watson fakes the handoff, looks to throw. One-on-one with a linebacker in space, tackled and spins his way in for the go-ahead touchdown. And the Houston Texans go on the road into Arrowhead. Such a tough place to get a road win, and they come up with the W. Deshaun Watson in the fourth quarter this week and fourth quarter last week, the combined fourth quarters of the last two games, he only has one incompletion. 158.3 passer rating, perfect. Has a rushing touchdown, has not taken a sack in those two games. What a drive today, what a win for the Houston Texans. All right, well, we had 47 touchdowns so far today. Elicited some pretty interesting celebrations as well, including one for you fans of boy bands from the 1990s. Let's tap into the end zone, presented by Visa.
He's got it! Touchdown! 51 yards!
Throws for the end zone. Catch made! Jaron Brown, a Seahawks touchdown as they celebrate Seattle style.
Mahomes delivers. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill! Second of the day for Hill. And the Chiefs an extra point away from regaining the lead. They are flipping out in Kansas City.
Tyreek Hill back in the lineup and back in the end zone and celebrating, and that was the bye in sync celebration there on the touchdown that we saw, the first one there. All right, we had a lot of great plays, but the guys in editing have come up with what they have distilled down to the top 5 Prime plays of the day presented by Amazon Prime. A lot of these from the early window of games. This one is the Cincinnati-Baltimore game. The Ravens came into the day first place in the AFC North. And this was the opening kickoff of the game. One of the first moments that we had on NFL Red Zone some, 6.5 hours ago. Brandon Wilson from his own 8-yard line goes the distance. A 92-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. Unfortunately for the Bengals, they wouldn't score for quite a bit after that. Andy Dalton and company can celebrate. The Bengals would end up losing, however, 23-17. Play number 4, Deshaun Watson. DeAndre Hopkins is the intended target, but look at that. That is a one-handed interception. Javarius Ward with the one-handed pick. But as we established, the Texans would come back in the fourth quarter and win that game. Kirk Cousins had himself a day. So did Stephon Diggs. Play number 3, the deep shot 51-yard touchdown. They also had a 52-yard touchdown, Cousins to Diggs. Cousins, 4 touchdown passes, 3 of them to Stephon Diggs. Big hookup right there. Play number 2 comes from that Houston-Kansas City game. Patrick Mahomes just wings it from midfield. And it's Tyreek Hill, I told you, back in the lineup, coming off a collarbone injury. Not only tracks the football, not only outleaps the defender, rips the ball away from him, gets tackled by a second and third defender, and twists his way with strength into the end zone. Fantastic play there, but the Chiefs could not win at home against the Texans. And then play number 1, the longest play from scrimmage of 2019. Robbie Anderson burns the secondary of the Cowboys, and Sam Darnold, back from mono, puts it on him. How about a 92-yard catch and run? Wide open spaces at MetLife Stadium. And as you just saw, a few hours after that, maybe 2-3 hours after that, the Jets hold on, and their defense comes up with the stop on the 2-point conversion, which would have tied the game. The special teams recovers the onside kick, and the Jets get their first win of 2019. All right, just about done here on NFL Red Zone. Stick around. The touchdown montage is on its way. But once we are done showing you every touchdown from every game, flip over to NFL Network. NFL Game Day Highlights is currently in progress. NFL Game Day Prime will wrap things up later tonight after the Chargers and Steelers are done on Sunday Night Football. Well, Week 7 kicks off on NFL Network, on Fox, and on Amazon Prime Video. How about Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs going into Denver, which was a ferocious place to play for an opponent today. Denver coming off a shutout win. The Chiefs, meanwhile, trying to lick their wounds after the loss to the Texans. That is Thursday Night Football, 5 days from today. NFL Game Day kickoff on NFL Network starts at 6. Game time set for 8 o'clock from 8 o'clock Eastern from Denver. We had 48 total touchdowns today, including 1 on defense and special teams. Fun day of action here. Just 10 games, though, total on NFL Red Zone with the early London game. 1 less game means a few less touchdowns, but almost coming up on 400 for the season total if you've been watching NFL Red Zone all week long, all season long, I should say. This is normally the time when I say for all the hardworking men and women here in the studio and in the control room, got to give a special shout out to 2 of our very own who are hurting tonight and recovering. Andy Kenoff, Michael Hall, both were in separate traffic accidents. They're both recovering. Andy and Michael and your families, we are thinking of you at this time. Your NFL Red Zone family, our heart goes out to you. For the rest of you, thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. For our producers, Alan Flowers, Ryan Yunt, Brian Nettles, and our director, J.D. Hansen. My name is Scott Hansen saying thanks much for watching. We leave you as we always do with one more look at every touchdown from every game presented by Amazon Prime. Good night. We'll see you next week.
Last week for Pittsburgh for the Baltimore Ravens in Nashville City. And here they go, trying to make it 2 in a row. And look at the return here. It's going to go all the way. Brandon Wilson, 92 yards to begin for Cincinnati. Wow.
Chubb has it. Nick Chubb for the corner. Touchdown, Browns. Opening drive. And he finishes it.
Second down, 6. Quarterback will take it himself. Blocked by Snead. He's got the corner. A block by the rookie wide receiver, Boykin. Touchdown.
Mahomes with a flag down. He'll take the deep shot. It is caught. Tyreek Hill. What a play. Touchdown.
On 2nd and goal, Cousins to the end zone. Thielen. Touchdown.
They'll make noise. Russell Wilson keeps. Can he reach the end zone? Yes! Seahawks touchdown run from Russell Wilson. From the 10. And room to run for Baker Mayfield. Can he make it in? Yes, he can! Always in the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Cardin is the fullback, 1st and goal. Ingram carves his touchdown run right there. The 7th of the season for Ingram from a yard away.
Baker Mayfield has time and has his man. It's going to be a touchdown. Ricky Seals-Jones.
Left in this first quarter. Mahomes set it up underneath. Damian Williams busting through for a touchdown. Off the play fake, Keenum with time. Goes to the end zone. McLaurin for a touchdown.
What an unbelievable route by McLaurin here. Cousins, first down, going deep for Diggs. He makes the catch. Stephon Diggs, touchdown.
2nd and 6 for Houston. Watson on time, extending. Duke Johnson. Touchdown, Texans.
Play action. Cousins, Diggs. He's got it. Touchdown. Wentz. Sanders. Touchdown.
Handoff. Carlos Hyde is in. Touchdown, Texans. The Carlos Hyde revenge game.
Russell Wilson hit as he throws for the end zone. Catch made. Jaron Brown, a Seahawks touchdown.
Texans looking for the lead. Watson circles, flag down. Watson has got the angle for the touchdown. Deshaun Watson does it himself.
Wentz on second down. Moving to his right. Couldn't find anyone. Now throws. Touchdown, Alshon Jeffrey.
With time, throwing wide open. Touchdown McLaurin. His second of the game. Mahomes steps up. Mahomes delivers. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill. Second of the day for Hill.
On third down, Russell Wilson throws. Touchdown Seahawks. Delivered to Jaron Brown.
Play action. Cousins to the end zone. It is Diggs. His first touchdown today.
He's going to throw for it. Pulls it down, now throws, end zone, caught, and touchdown. Jared Cook.
Plus 3 tight end, straight ahead Ballage to the goal line. No signal from the officials. Yes, touchdown.
On the toss, it's Cook. He's in. Touchdown.
Fake the give. Watson has options here. Watson, the shake and bake, the twirl for the touchdown. Deshaun Watson.
He completed to the tight end.
Again, just a gutty effort by Baker Mayfield.
Fitzpatrick throws. Touchdown! Devontae Parker.
Hopkins fires it back. Dalton back to the 10. Steps up, scrambles, running toward the goal line. He's in for a Bengals touchdown.
Ryan lays it off and into the end zone. It's Calvin Ridley. Touchdown Seahawks. And they lead in the fourth quarter. Cooper Kupp goes in motion. And the handoff. And coming around the end, it's going to be Woods again. And Robert Woods gets in there for the touchdown. And here is Kevin Coleman. Gets tripped up but dives in. Touchdown 49ers.
Team play of the drive. It's back to Bell. Bell into the middle of that line. And it's a touchdown.
With Bell in motion, he's wide open and Murray didn't see it. He gives it to Edmonds, who will find the end zone and a touchdown. The tight ends, they hand it to Johnson and he will find the end zone.
Fake to Bell, go deep. Anderson's out there. This is going to go the distance. 92 yards. Darnold to Anderson. Incredible.
Almost exactly how you play.
Here's Darnold's throw to the goal line, and Griffin reaches back, and it's a touchdown.
Stop the running back. Quarterback sneak, and let's see if the second effort was good enough for Garoppolo. Touchdown.
Murray rolling, got him wide open. Come back the other way, and wide open is right. Max Williams, touchdown. Drive. You said Freeman, and that's where they go for the touchdown.
Lindsay into the end zone. Touchdown, Denver.
They go to Cooper and another touchdown. All right, here's third down. And the jump ball to the end zone. And it is a touchdown for David Johnson. And a penalty flag is down.
Pass interference. Number 36, defense. The penalties declined.
That went against Ishmael in coverage.
They give it to Zeke. Zeke off tackle and dives in for the Dallas touchdown.
First down at the 14, and basically a screen for all intents and purposes, and into the end zone goes Devontae Freeman.
So they're going to have to dig deep to find a couple.
He keeps it, quarterback draw, and Prescott's in for the touchdown.
My wife is dead. Someone has to be responsible.
They're sucking up the water right and left.
All perfectly legal.
We should let a jury decide what's legal.
We are going up against